my crown and glory. Oh my goodness, I had a microaggression.
You know how you see how close I am to the
But
break.
hang on.
I don't know why I have my bottle somewhere.
Okay.
Here,
I ain't gonna buy stuff. So.
Alright. This one.
Hi, my name is Sheena. I'm a life coach. I work with my clients to shift their mindset, set their goals, and take control of their lives.
What are the roles that make you feel empowered?
You know what? When I think about roles that make me feel empowered, I honestly think about me being able to navigate space and hold autonomy for myself. So I know that a lot of times we're looking to step into roles, but I feel like sometimes even in those most powerful roles, there's always someone who's coming in where you're looking to get clarification or you're getting permission. But I feel like in the spaces where you get to be the person who is taking charge and you are committing to your own decisions, that's the role that I feel most powerful. So really just when I get to be my authentic self. In addition, I will say though that the role that's taught me the most and allowed me to deposit into others has really been being a mother. That is a role that, one, not everybody gets to play, but then a lot of people do. And when you decide how you're going to show up in that way, and that's why I feel like it's really important for you to be authentic to yourself, you get to guide somebody, you get to show them, right? Give them wisdom, learn from them. I think that's so important in those roles. So yeah, autonomy of self or just being me. That role of being Sheena, because I love going somewhere and just getting to be Sheena. And I also love being a mother who knows like what it is that she wants for her children, because you gotta know what you want for yourself before you start trying to give it to other people. And that can be a challenge for some people. And those, I like a challenge.
All right. Indeed. So, Ms. Sheena, what are some of the pros and cons of being in this industry?
Okay, so I would say that the pro of being in this industry is that it really is flexible and it's open and it's intuitive and it's energetic. It's a lot of guidance. It's a lot of those unknown things that like you can't pinpoint, but you know it's something. It's a lot of that work. It's inner work. It's understanding yourself, right? I say that the work that I do when I get into it with my clients is that we are establishing and learning what it means to have a relationship with yourself. Because if you don't have a relationship with yourself, you don't know how to treat yourself, and then you allow other people to treat you in a way that doesn't feel intrinsically good, but you don't understand that. And so being able to develop that and understand it within myself, within my clients, like that is one of the many pros. Like I said, the flexibility, transition from a 9-to-5 and coming into this industry has changed the way that I get to show up for myself, for my kids, like what rest looks like, how to listen to your body without trying to suppress what you're feeling. So those have been a lot of the pros. I would say the cons is that, even though it's a business and people can guide you on business, like not everybody's business minded. So that can be kind of rough, and learning that you need a team, but it doesn't have to be like how you had a team before. It can be like knowing that you need to get someone to do your marketing. So like if you ever look at my, Instagram, the Sheena B Coaching, I have a person who does that marketing because I was trying to do it, and when I was doing it, I was feeling overwhelmed. And that didn't necessarily allow me to show up the way that I wanted to. So learning adding people onto your team when you need them. So that was a con to it, because just business is a lot. It's a multi-faceted, I call it a beast, but like it has so many different aspects to it that I'm still learning. And I feel like that was the con, that I didn't have that business mind or know how to build a business, because I was more focused on how to be a coach.
Great answers. You hit a lot of key points there, which are very essential. What from your past prepared you for your future successes?
Oh, you know what? I would say from my past, being willing to take a risk. I'm like having a whole flashback of like, there's like a life that I have that was like I built once that other life ended, and that was like youth. Like I feel like at that time, like when you're young, like in your teens and your early 20s, you take so many risks. You're so open to just living life and having an experience that I have to sometimes tap into that aspect of myself so that I can move forward in this space that I'm in, because having things like trying to control every single facet of your life doesn't always work when you're in business for yourself. And you got to learn how to let go of certain things and know when to take control of yourself. And so it's always when I can identify myself through past experiences, how I felt, what I was thinking, the decisions I was making. I can say, okay, I'm feeling that way. Okay, so you feeling this way? What is it that you want to do now? And have an open dialogue with myself. So I utilize my past as a blueprint to make a decision in the present.
I'm gonna just say wow, and then I'm gonna continue saying, like, I hope you guys are getting these nuggets that Miss Sheena B is dropping, because I'm over here like at the edge of my seat just listening to her right now. Next question, how can people find you on social media, and if they want to make an appointment, how can they get in contact with you?
Oh, well, okay, if you want to find me on social media, so on Instagram, you can follow me at Sheena B Coaching. And on TikTok, because I am on TikTok, it's Witch Doctor. Yeah, Witch Doctor. And also Sheena B Coaching. I have 2 pages on TikTok. And if you want to do a vibe check, which is 15 minutes, and we can see if we vibe, you can go to SheenaBarlow.com. So just Sheena and then Barlow, BARLOW.com. And you can set up a vibe check with me. And I would love to work with you guys.
Awesome. You guys heard it first. The vibe check is everything. Miss Sheena B stated that earlier. Moving along for the young women, since it's Women's Month, right? And we're here. We're glad that you allowed us to come and interview you today, giving us your time, which we know is so essential. What advice would you give young women today?
Your dream is just a reality you haven't manifested yet. Steve. Your dream is just a reality you haven't manifested yet. And I say that because as you brought that question to me about like utilizing the past, there was like a dream that I had and I just didn't feel like it could be a reality. So I left it right there where it was. Versus now that I'm in another dream that I had for myself, I say, what's the difference between you and her? I said the difference is I know that I still can attain this. And she felt like she couldn't. And that's the difference.
Man, it's like you speaking. Man, you guys getting this? Because I'm over here like seriously.
Goosebumps.
I mean, yeah, because it's like, you know, the young you speaking to the more wiser you is just like, oh, what would I tell him or what would I tell her? You know, it's just like, whoa, now I know better.
Yeah.
So you do better.
Yeah, and you do it with reduced judgment. I'm not gonna judge her for not doing that.
Right.
She just did what she felt was safe and like what was seeming like it was the reality. What I know is that we stopped because we didn't feel like it could be. But now I've created so many alternative realities for myself that I know that I can do this. It may not look as pretty as the way I'm creating it in my mind, yet I can still create it. And I'm willing to do that. That's the difference between me and her.
Awesome.
But you know, she got me here, so I appreciate that too.
She did. She, you know.
So for all those young women, just allow yourself to know that your dream hasn't been manifested yet, but you got to tap into you to manifest it for yourself. And whatever your dream is, like it doesn't have to be monetarily tangible. It doesn't have to be an item. It doesn't have to be an external. It can be whatever it is that you want for yourself and what you dream of yourself having.
I got one more question for you, Sheena B. To all the listeners out there, I want to ask, and I see that, you know, you attended Cal State Dominguez. You attended Pepperdine. You know, you got the education, you know, you got the career. What would you like to be remembered for when it comes to your career and your work?
the thing I want to be remembered for is something that I have yet to create. However, what it'll be is understanding that we have the ability to heal ourselves. You are your own internal roadmap. And I'll be remembered for the person who gives you the guidance to utilize it. That's what I would like to do.
That's awesome, man. That's deep and that's very thoughtful. And you know, I hate to end this interview, but I know we gotta end it. But I mean, just me speaking for myself, it was very essential, very enjoyable to hear the words, the information is essential. And we thank you for what you're doing in the community, and we look forward to you producing what it is that you look to bring forth in the future. Again, thank you very much. This is Barber Grooves, and this is Miss Sheena B. You guys make sure you check her out and set an appointment. Get a vibe check.
Thank you.
This has been another Barber Grooves interview, where we're focused on women doing amazing things in our community. We want to give a special shout out to Sheena Barlow for having us. Make sure to check out our website at sheenabarlow.com. And if you're loving the interviews, make sure that you smash the like button and leave us a comment. Until next time, y'all be good, y'all be great, nothing less.